Into it. Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Friday, the 21st of February, 2025. Where despite the fact that tonight we had absolutely insane and annoying amounts of lag playing the Fatal Fury beta, I was on fire, kicking major ass. We're going to talk about that, but in the meantime, I think we should put this out so that we can actually talk seriously about the night, shall we? So how did today go? My final consecutive streaming day of the week of a 6-day week. It went really well. All right, let's discuss all the things that I did today because it was quite a good day, in my opinion. Okay. So we started off today with a chill level 1 podcast, which I very much enjoyed. And, we talked about various topics, including the new ideas that we now have for goals, which I think people are really enjoying the fact that we're going to do a Lego stream, either Build with Phil or DSP builds it instead of a DSP tries it next week. In addition to other things like we're still brainstorming for what the 50 marathon goal should be, etc. Okay. So good stuff and a great chill podcast. I had something new to present to everyone today, particularly those on Kick. Listen to this. Now, for the first time ever, Kick is integrated into my pop-up messages for contributions. So now when someone on Kick either becomes a sub, renews their own sub, or gifts subs, there will be a pop-up on screen and it will correspond exactly to the correct level, whether it's a brand new one, a resub of a certain amount, or gifting subs. And it even says if you're the gifter, which is very different from on YouTube, because on YouTube, they never enabled the functionality for it to say, hey, so-and-so gifted subs. Instead, if you gift subs on YouTube, which are called memberships, it'll say, oh, that person just got a membership, which is sad, I actually wish that, let me see if I can do this. I don't know if this is going to work. It didn't work. Yeah, I didn't think so. I'm going to talk about something in a second. We had major technical issues tonight on Kick. All right, but we'll talk about that in a sec. So yeah, now animation's playing for those who contribute on Kick, and people loved it. They started giving subs, and boom, the pop-ups were going up, and everyone was like, oh, this is neat. So as people start to come in and see this, I think we're going to get more motivation for Kick support because people will actually get it on screen, which they really haven't had before. Now they get their name on screen and everything, which is really neat. So after the podcast, we jumped into Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. I played it for around 3 hours. My initial thoughts are it starts exactly like every Yakuza game. Very dramatic start, tons of cutscenes, lots of story elaboration, minimal gameplay. In the 3 hours, all I did was beat up a few random pirates on an island. I gathered some fruits, well, not really fruits, but vegetables, and other, cooking materials. And I cooked a bunch of recipes, which leveled up my cooking level. I'm already at like level 9, which is crazy because we're at the intro of the game. And we fought a whole bunch of pirates and basically unlocked a pirate ship. And now we're at part of the game where we're trying to recruit a full crew so we can leave this introductory kind of starter island. So I had a great time with it. I really did. I think everyone else did too that stuck around. Now, the thing is, I was very on the fence about if people would stick around. I didn't know. I'm very pleased to announce they did. People actually stuck around to give it a fair shake. And not everyone stuck around. But for those that did, I think they had a great time with it, and we had a great time together today. So I'm very happy that people did come by and stick around for Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, and I'm actually looking forward to more next week, okay? So that was great. And by the way, we hit our goal. We did hit our support goal, which was excellent. And then I believe we hit a second goal as well. Yeah, I'm serious. Like, we've been hitting goals like crazy. So with these multiple goals that we're hitting, we are turboing towards this Lego night that we're going to do next week. Okay. So then on the late stream, admittedly, I told everyone I was very skeptical about Friday Night Fights this week because last night or yesterday during the day when I went to play the Fatal Fury City of the Wolves beta, it didn't go very well. By the way, I forgot this wasn't even on. My bad. It didn't go very well. There was insane amounts of lag and problems. So I was very worried that it wasn't going to work tonight. I'm going to be honest with everyone. It still didn't work tonight. What I did is I set it to 3 bars or greater. So on average, our average connection was around 100 milliseconds, which is incredibly laggy for a fighting game. I did get a couple matches that were in the 40s, and guess what? every time I played someone with 40 milliseconds, I completely dominated them and won the match easily. But as soon as it got to lag, button mashing and bullshit, Good news is, I dominated I again played with Mai Shiranui because she was the character who I had learned the basics of, and I started learning more advanced mix-ups and combos with her, and I was dominating. I did lose some matches, but overall, I think tonight, again, I probably won like 20, 25 matches, maybe, and only lost like maybe like 5 or 6. Like, I was kicking ass. Overall, it says my win-loss record is like 50 plus wins and only like less than 20 losses. So it's an over 70+% win-loss ratio in this game. So I was on fire with the power of the Shiranui clan. Very nice, okay? So what do I think about the game after playing it a couple sessions? I like it. There's more to it than I'm doing. Like, there's these moves that have super armor, and I'm not using them. And there's these cancels where you're in the middle of a combo and you can feint out of a move and do another one. Until I get to practice those in, like, a training mode, I'm never going to be able to implement those in competitive online play. So when the game fully comes out, if I choose to get it, then I'll probably be learning that kind of stuff. But for now, for what it was, I enjoyed it. There is another opportunity to play it again, which I'll talk about in a moment, okay? So all this was well and good, but we had a big problem tonight. Kick was not working well. In fact, there was some kind of a weird blip in the internet. I think it was probably one of those Cloudflare hosting issues or whatever. Everything went down for like 5 minutes. Like, YouTube wasn't loading right, and everything was off and screwed up. But after that, basically, then everything came back except Kick. I couldn't get Kick to load, so I said, you know what? I'll just start streaming to Kick, and it worked. And I said, I'm just going to hands off and play and see what happens. So over the course of the night, Kick did correct itself, and I did get the chat to load and everything. Problem was, I couldn't moderate. I couldn't do half the functionality in Kick. It had logged me out, and I couldn't log in. It kept giving me errors when I tried to log in. By the end of the night, it all works again. But sadly, it was a big mess for Kick viewers tonight, and I apologize if you were on Kick tonight and it looked so bad. It was, and I'm sorry for that. Hopefully, it won't be that bad moving forward, okay? Anyway, so it was a great time. Seriously, it was a great time. Yakuza, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii is fun. I can't wait for more later in the week. And I kicked ass with, and we're going to have one more chance with her because here's the schedule. I'm not here tomorrow because on Saturdays, it's my day off. I'm going to be running errands and the like and relaxing with my wife. But when I return back on Sunday, it's going to be a chill level 1 podcast, get you caught up on everything going on. And then it's going to be more of Lost Records, that game from Don't Nod, the makers of Life is Strange. It's probably going to be silly fun, but I hope that you'll join me for it regardless because I think it'll be a good time. It was the other day when we played it. And then Sunday night, my final stream of Fatal Fury City of the Wolves open beta. I doubt it's going to perform any better than it did tonight, but one more night with Mai Shiranui. Let's do it. Let's grind out some matches. Let's kick some ass. I hope you'll join me for it, okay? Fair enough? All right, folks, that is it for a crazy streaming week. Tons of gameplay. DSP tries it. Smart guys. It had it all. I hope you'll enjoy watching this stuff on my day off. And when I come back on Sunday, hopefully I'll feel refreshed for a 5-day streaming week of excellent new release stuff. Thank you all. Have a good night. See you on Sunday. Peace out.
Shout out for the greatest field content on the internet. Check out Duty Streams.